Hello. Today's lesson is over box plots. If you understand measures of spread from our previous lesson, today's lesson is actually quite easy. So, um, let's look at our number routine. How do you find the median? Q1 or quartile 1, which is the median of the lower half, Q3, which is median of the upper half, and the interquartile range or the difference between Q1 and Q3. So let's find the median first. Oh, I should have used a different highlighter color. Let's use green. So dot, 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 dot. So from what I can tell, the median will be right here. So the median is 71. So there, as you can see, this is the halfway point. We have a lower half from 62 to 70 and an upper half from 72 to 81. So 50% of the numbers are in the lower half, 50% of the number are in the upper half. So let's find Q1. This is the median of the lower half, so it's 64. This is the median of the upper half, 77. So now the interquartile range is the difference from 64 to 77. How far is it from 64 to 77? It is 13. So let's check our work. So let's check our work right here. So we see that the median is 71. We did it correctly. This is the lower half, upper half. This is the median of the lower half, median of the upper half, and the IQR, or difference from the median of Q1 to Q3, is 13. So today you're going to be given data, and you are going to answer different questions. How many hot wings can each student in this class eat in 5 minutes? So we are given some numbers. Let's put them in order first. So I see a 10, a 11, a 12, a 14, a 15, a 17, and a 19. What is the median? The median seems like it's 14. That's the halfway point. So we see a lower half and an upper half. What is Q1, the lower quartile? What's the median of the lower half? 11. What is the median of the upper half? 17. What is the minimum value, the lowest value? It is 10. What is the maximum value? It is 19. And now what is the IQR? What is the range distance from 11 all the way to 17? It is 6 away. So now that we understand that, we are going to be able to make a graphical representation of a box plot easier. So looking at this number line, we plot the minimum first, 10, with a dot. The maximum is 19. That gets another dot. The median is 14. I give that a dot. The quartile 1, or the median of the lower half, is 11. I give that a dot. And the median of the upper half is 17, so I give this another dot. So you connect this. These are the tails, and then this is where the box comes in. That's why it's called box plot. So if you want to, we should label this a little more neater. So this is the minimum. This is the maximum. This is the median. This is the quartile 1, and this is the quartile 3. So we were able to break the data into two groups. This is the lower half, this is the upper half. So 50% of the data is in the lower half, 50% of the data in the upper half. So that means in this part, 25% of the data goes here, 25% of data go here, 25% of data go here, and 25% of data goes there. So let's try another example. So let's put the numbers in order. We have 8, 9, 9, 10, 12, 11, hold the process, 11, 12, 13, 15. This is what I get for trying to do these in my head. Let's see, there are 8 numbers, and we have 8 numbers. So the median, I'm going to use a different pen color. The median is right here. The median is 10.5. So we are able to split our numbers into a lower half and an upper half. So here are the 4 numbers. What would be the median of the lower half? Just 9. What is the median of the upper half? 12.5. What is the minimum? 8. What is the maximum? 15. How far is it from 9 to 12.5? What's the distance from 9 to 12.5? So let's count. So you could, it's 3.5. I could have done this 10, 11, 12 and a half, so 3.5. So now let's graph this. The minimum is 8. The maximum is 8, so represented by a dot. The median is 10.5, a dot. The median of the lower half or lower quartile 1 is 9, dot. Quartile 3 or median upper half is 12.5, dot. These are the tails, and here are the bucks. And that is our thing. So again, this is the minimum. This is the maximum. This is the median. This is Q1. This is Q3. So 25% of information goes here, 25% of information goes here, 25% and 25%. So now that we understand that, if I give you a box plot, can you interpret it? So let's look at this. Before I answer this, I'm going to label this. This is a represent the number of books 20 students read during a summer vacation. This is the minimum. This is the maximum. This is the median. This is quartile 1. This is quartile 3. So the median is 30. The first quartile is 25. The third one is 35. The least number is 20, and the maximum or greatest number is 40. Not bad. All right, so we have some more. Here's another box plot. Can you interpret? Before we do that, let's label the box plot. So the minimum is here. The maximum is here. The median is here. Quartile 1 is here. Quartiles 3 here. 25% of information goes here. 25% of information goes there. 25% of information goes there. And 25% goes in that section. So which choice shows a set of data that could be represented by the box plot shown below? So we know the minimum is 10 and the max is 28. Oh, dang it, they all have that. Well, let's try this one. We know the median, right here, the median has to be 17. So which one then? That. So right here is the median. So what's the median of 15 and 17? 16. That is out of the question. What's the median of 16, 18? 17 and 17. So A and B are still in the running. So the median of the lower half is 12. Oh, they both have 12. The median of the upper half, this one is 21, while this one is 20. So the median upper half is 20. So the answer is B. Let's interpret the information now. Which statement about the box plot is not true? 25% of the data are above 20. That's true. Above 20, 25% of information is there. True. The range of the data is 18. It ranges from 10 all the way to 28. That's 18 numbers. That's true. The interquartile range is equal to the range of the fourth quartile. So the IQR from 12 to 20 is 8. So the IQR is 8. That's the difference from quartile 1 to quartile 3. And the range of the fourth quartile. So here's first, second, quartile 4 here. It's from 20 to 28 is also 8. So that's true. So it must be the last one. 11 and 13 are part of the second quartile. Here's 11. That was part of the first one. 13 is part of the second one. So that's false. And let's look at our last one, because I think we're doing a better job here. So here is, if you want to label it, you can label it. This is the minimum. This is the maximum. This is the median. This is Q1, Q3. What is the median of both plot? 70. Which plot has a smaller range or spread? Well, this one is really have a huge range from 40 to 100, spread out more than, so A must have the small one. It only goes from 50 to 100. Which plot has a greater IQR, interquartile range? So that's from Q1 to Q3. Well, this one is a longer distance, so it must be B, then A. What percent of the data in plot B goes from 60 to 85. That's from here to here. This is 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%. From 60 to 85 from here to here, that's 50% of the information. Which percent of the data in plot A is greater than 80? 25%, 25%, 25%, greater than 80. So 25% are greater than 80. And last but not least, which plot has the greater variability in the bottom 50%? So we look at the bottom, which one has variety? Variability is like variety. It is plot B because this goes from 40 to 70. This only goes from 50 to 70. So it's B. So hopefully you understand. You can look at a box plot and interpret what is the maximum, minimum, median, quartile 1 and quartile 3, and answer different questions about range and interquartile range and so on.